been so far has been a very good, film series for me. Well, I've been through it. I'm on the latest episode, but then I've done only one preview about it that was giving my general impressions about it when the first two episodes were released together as well. I haven't done any video on it, but then I feel like I need to do this video particularly. Now, in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, actually, it was excellent. That was what everyone was expecting to see when the series was actually pronounced, but then we have a different thing altogether. It's not that bad. It's also a good show on its own. But then I've been thinking about the character of Galadriel, which has been, so much of a transformation for me. In Tolkien's, Lord of the Rings, Galadriel was not quite the type of a warrior. She was actually the calm type, into more of spirituality and then, that kind of things. She wasn't actually a warrior in Tolkien's, Lord of the Rings. Tolkien never pronounced her or described her as a warrior of the sword. When you watch the Hobbit film series, she did actually make quite a number of appearances in there, and then we even get to know her relationship with Gandalf and then all that. That was quite a good thing. But then throughout that series, we never got a chance to see her as a warrior. Even in the books that Tolkien even wrote, Galadriel wasn't that much described as a warrior. But then her role was okay, despite the fact that she wasn't that much pronounced. She wasn't always seen on the battlefield, but then whichever time she comes into scene, whichever time she comes into play, she does a very good job to actually make her fit so well. And it was excellent, no doubt about that. Her role in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings was so beautiful. She wasn't one of my favorite characters though, but then I recommend that she was an excellent character in her own. Now, the Lord of the Rings, Rings of the Power has given us a new different perception about Galadriel. From the first episode, Galadriel being the leader of an elven army, going to find out exactly if whatever that she's thinking is actually true. Her first fight scene was actually with the mountain troll, which was so amazing. The mountain troll just comes out of nowhere, and then she has to actually take things into her hand and then kill it. She was perfect, and I was like, whoa, is this the Galadriel, the new Galadriel they're bringing? Because Tolkien never portrayed Galadriel as a warrior. Many have criticized Rings of the Power, but then I don't think it needs that much criticism. I feel like they are actually trying to bring a whole new idea. Either they are trying to, redirect us, but then with some of the insights from the original Lord of the Rings theory by Tolkien, just to make a better show for themselves out there. Now, Galadriel is seen as much of a warrior, even when she is offered a place, in the bright light of the elves. She actually feels like, no, she is meant for the battlefield, so she has to do what it takes to actually find out if whatever thing that she's thinking is actually what it is, or it's just a mere tale. Well, I'm so much intrigued by how they've actually, built this Galadriel character so much well, and then I feel like it is very excellent. To me, if we had this Galadriel in the original Lord of the Rings film series, it would have been so perfect for me. Although her role in that one was excellent, this would have made it a little bit of an improvement for me, because I love to watch all the battles in, Lord of the Rings, all the four, the Fellowship of the Rings, Return of the King. The final battle stage was so perfect for me. The Hobbits, all the battle scenes were so good. Like, I was so involved in everything. And then having this Galadriel character come out was so perfect. Her role and the dominance in the original Tolkien's theory of the Lord of the Rings was good. So if this had actually been a big part of it, it would have actually been excellent. Well, so far she's not bad. She's one of the major characters, I say it is. And then she's actually made quite a few improvements. She has actually made certain things, much more productive. And then I feel like she deserves a heads up there. Yeah, so that's that for today's video. And then if you have not watched the Lord of the Rings of Power film series, it's streaming on Amazon Prime. You can actually watch it for yourself. It's an excellent series. It's not actually going to misguide you or get you in line with Tolkien's original theory, but then it's actually going to lead you into a whole new direction of the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's that for now. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you do leave a comment so I know your thoughts about this. But I can't believe. Let's get back to the, I need